Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kate. If you're new here, I like to talk about all things luxury, but especially pre-loved designer handbags. I also do some commentary on this channel too, so if you're into those kind of things, feel free to subscribe and come and join our little luxurious family that we have here. We would love to have you. I did a handbag collection video about 5 months ago, back in October, and it's already time to do an update because I feel like what happens is that at the end of the year and the very beginning of a year, that's when I like to switch out my handbags. Throughout the year, I don't do a lot. I'm not moving things around a lot. But there's something about the end of the year and the beginning of a new year where I just want to refresh some things. So I sold a few bags, I bought a few bags, and I want to show you what my collection is looking like now. One thing to note before we get started, I like to consider myself a luxury minimalist, meaning that I really try to only keep the items that I use often, that bring me joy. I try not to have a very large collection. I don't want to have too much of my money sitting in my closet, so I try to keep my handbag collection minimal. And minimal, I mean in comparison to people who are really into bags, who have a ton of bags, not necessarily minimal in comparison to somebody who's not that into bags. So since handbags are really my hobby, talking about them, buying them, selling them, all those things, since that's my hobby, I do have what I feel like is quite a few. What I'm saying is that in comparison to collections that I see on YouTube from other luxury YouTube channels, my collection is relatively small. And that's the way that I like to keep it. I don't want to have too many bags at one time. I have been there, done that. This type of collection just works a lot better for me. Honestly, I wouldn't mind downsizing it even just a little bit more. Let me go ahead and show you what I have in my collection now, and then you can be the judge of that. I will start with my favorite handbag in my collection. Hands down is my Birkin 25. This bag has gone with me so many places since I got it. I originally purchased a blue Birkin 25 back in like 2021, 2022, and I sold it because I didn't like how small the handles were. And also I felt like the bag just didn't hold that much. And at the time I used to carry more things than I do now. So now that I don't carry as much, this bag has plenty of space for me. Like I usually have extra space left over at the top, even if I'm really packing everything that I feel like I need. So I think for this phase of my life, this bag is just really a good fit for me. But yeah, I regretted selling that blue bag, and I thought about the Birkin 25 so much after I sold it. And I'd say there was maybe a year between when I sold it and when I bought another one, maybe less than that even. But I got an excellent deal on this one, so it all worked out, and I love this green color. I think it goes really well with black. The color is called Vert Veronese, and the leather is Swift leather, and it has palladium hardware. You will notice that most of my bags have palladium hardware. I do have my eye on a bag that is in gold hardware, so we will get to that eventually. But for now, basically all of my bags have silver hardware. This bag has been through a few bumps and bruises. It's got some scratches on it. But really, I like the way that Swift leather wears. Like I would think that Swift leather would be pretty delicate because it's a pretty smooth type of leather, but it actually wears really well. If you get scratches on this, a lot of times like they'll just kind of fade into the bag. Like they're not going to be a different color. They're just going to kind of fade into part of the bag. This is the little lock and clochette. I have them inside of the bag this time. I just don't want to lose them. I have lost some before and it caused a panic, and then I finally found them. So I just don't want to panic and lose them. So I have them inside of this bag. And then I have a Mai Tai organizer on the inside. I have one of these for all of my Hermes bags. I like Mai Tai organizers simply because I don't like the feel of felt. I feel like these are really well made. This one is like a satin material with embroidery on it. I love it. I bought a special one for a special bag. I find that this bag just does day to night very well. And I honestly have to try not to overuse this bag so that I actually give my other bags a chance to go out of the house. So that's how much I love this bag. And I'll end it there because I've already talked about this bag a ton on my channel. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is my Birkin 30. I have had this bag for a little over 2 years now. I purchased it from Rebag. I also got the Birkin 25 from Rebag as well. And I always give a warning to go watch my videos about Rebag before you purchase from there. You do need to be a little bit careful with them too. But their trade program is pretty cool. A lot of times they will short you on the bags that you send in though, and they will update your quote. So look, I'm not the biggest fan of Rebag, but sometimes they got some deals, okay? So just, make sure that you do your due diligence before you purchase from them. Anyway, this bag is Togo leather. It has palladium hardware. It was made in 2013, and it is just the best because it fits my laptop in it. I use it as a work bag. I work from home, but I sometimes go to co-working spaces, or I'll go to like the common areas in my building and I'll work. And this is my bag of choice to take with me. It fits everything that I need. I can throw my laptop in here, my headphones in here, my planner in here if I want to. Everything just goes well into this bag. I get so much use out of it. This to me is a forever piece in my collection. At least that's what I feel like right now, okay? I've said that about a couple other bags and I've ended up selling them, so don't hold me to it. But I really do feel like this is a forever bag in my collection. Having it for 2 years already, like that's a long time for me, okay? I also have a Mai Tai organizer inside of this one. I love the Mai Tai organizers. This one's one of the regular ones. It's not as like pretty as the other one. But like I said, I don't like felt organizers, and I think that Mai Tai is just like the best quality that you can get for the money. I think that those 7RP inserts are just really, really expensive. I know people swear by them. I don't know. I don't really get it. I'm sorry. If you love them, great, but they are very expensive. So I won't be buying one of those. I will stick with my Mai Tai organizers. I do believe that this bag has been to the Hermes spa, and I try not to purchase bags that have been spa'd or retouched, and the corners of this bag were retouched. So this is my one exception, and I'm okay with it because I feel like the bag looks pretty good now. Like, it looks slouchy, it looks pre-loved, it looks like it has been used. I'm okay with that. It actually has that little mark from the lock being on here. And I kind of like, I don't know, I just like that it looks worn. I also could put the lock on here, like the damage is already done. It is hard to get a good price on a black Hermes bag, and I'm just so glad that I found this one. That's why I don't ever really want to sell it, because I feel like I got an okay deal on it, and I just don't want to pay for another one. I don't want to regret it and then try to go find another black one and then end up overpaying for a bag that I already had. So bottom line is, I love it. I use it all the time. This is one of my favorite bags. Next up is my Kelly 32. This is also in black with palladium hardware, and these two bags are kind of similar except for the fact that this doesn't fit a laptop, and this one has the shoulder strap. I like this bag a lot, but I don't know if this is a forever piece for me. I would probably consider selling it in the future. It's not in the best condition. It does need to go to the Hermes spa. I love this bag because I wear it out all the time. I put this like really cute chain on it sometimes, or I'll put this like little chrome hearts keychain on it. And I love how edgy it looks and how cool it looks with some outfits, but I don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to keep this bag forever. I really do like it, but I think that there's probably something out there that I will use more at this point. I'm not ready to sell it right now, but I could see myself selling it in the future. Oh, I forgot to say, this bag is in Swift leather also. It's kind of nice because the light is so bright that it's on here and it's almost like reflecting on here, so you can really see the, I guess, wear on the Swift leather. I thought that Swift leather would be way less hard wearing than it actually is. I actually really like Swift leather. Yes, this bag has some damage to it. The corners are worn, but the Swift leather, I feel like it looks good as it ages and as it gets more worn. I like the look of it. Some people don't. I like the look of it though. And last but not least from Hermes is my Constance. I still have not worn this. I actually picked it up last week from FASHIONPHILE. I had reserved this bag and then I traded a few bags to get it. The bags that I sold to FASHIONPHILE were my Chanel mini flap in caviar. I really liked that bag. It's a beautiful bag. It's rare to find those. It's perfect, except it's super slouchy. And some of the slouches sometimes I felt didn't go with my outfits, and I don't know what it was, but I love that bag. I really thought that I was going to keep that bag forever. But when it came down to it, I'm going to show you the bag that I've been wearing instead of that bag that I've just been enjoying more. So that's why I sold it. And then I sold my Bottega Veneta mini Jody bag. I actually love that bag. I have zero complaints about it, but I have another bag that I'm wearing instead of it. So it's kind of like they got replaced by other bags, not me doing it on purpose, but it just kind of happened. Those are the two bags that I sold to get this bag. And let me take the felt out so you can actually see it. I just did a full unboxing video on this bag and it has some clips from the store. Going to pick it up at FASHIONPHILE. So if you want to check that out, I will link it down below. But this bag is pretty interesting because it looks like Hermes's gold color, but this is actually natural sable in the leather Veau Butler. And so it just has this beautiful patina that it gets over time. This bag was made in 2018, so it's about 7 years old. And it's so pretty. I love it so much. It's just the most beautiful, perfect color. And I feel like I can wear it with black. I feel like the outfit that I have on right now goes with it. Like, it's just, I feel like it's gonna go with everything. I think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of it this summer. And by summer, I live in Arizona, so keep in mind, summer is basically starting in like a couple weeks. It is like 75 degrees right now. So I think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of this, and I think it's just perfect. I'm so excited for this bag. But if you want more about it, just go take a look at my other unboxing video. I talked a ton about this bag if you want to know more details. Next up is my one and only Chanel bag that I have left. This is my Chanel Extra Mini I really, really like this bag for a specific reason, because when I go to venues that only allow bags that are under a certain size, this is my go-to because it still fits my phone, which is the iPhone 16 regular, not the Pro Max. Like, it's just the iPhone 16 Pro. It's like the smaller size. So it fits in here perfectly. Whenever I just need this, my ID, and a lip gloss, perfect bag for that. I had this bag repainted by leather surgeons a few years ago because it was not in the best shape. I bought it from FASHIONPHILE. It was one of their last call items, so it wasn't looking great, and I got it repainted by leather surgeons. They did an amazing job. It looks so much better now. One thing to be mindful of is if you get a bag repainted, really impacts its resale value, so just be careful with that. That is one of the reasons that I'm going to probably keep this bag forever, because I probably don't have a choice. Like, I could try to resell it, but it's just not going to be worth a ton of money if it's been fully repainted. So I would rather keep it. There's nothing wrong with this bag. I love it, and I would rather keep it and just use it on the occasions that I use it, because it does come in handy. Next up are my two mini Lady Diors. I'll just talk about these at the same time since they are the same bag, just in different colors. This one is black with silver hardware. This one's white with silver hardware, and not like the latte color that they sell now in stores. This is white. And I am terrified of color transfer, so I've only been wearing it with light clothing, but I like it a lot so far. This white one I bought like right before my wedding, and that was about 2 months ago, and I've worn it a couple times, and I just love it. It's so cute. And I didn't have like a true white bag before this. I've had like ivory bags, off-white bags, but I haven't had a true white bag, and it's just so easy to match things to. And then this one, I would buy this bag over and over again. I think I got this bag for, I think it was around $1,900 from Rebag, and I wear it all the time. Had I known that this bag was going to get so much use, I would have bought one in better condition, okay? This one didn't come with a strap. I've just been carrying it by the top handle. It has lost some of its shape. It is a well-worn bag, I will say that. But this is what I've been carrying instead of my Chanel mini flap, and that's part of why I sold the Chanel mini, because I just feel like this covers it. And now I want a black one in patent leather. I want so many of these little mini Lady Diors. They're so cute, and you can get pretty good prices for them if you really look for them on the resale market. I would never buy one brand new in store, and I probably wouldn't buy one that was made within the last couple years or so. I would probably buy one that's from like 2018 or before. And I feel that way about a lot of designer brands, not just Dior. I feel like the quality is not great anymore, and I would just rather go as far back as I can with the bag still like looking good, you know? I'd rather go back just as far as I can just to get the quality, and honestly, you also save money. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, but yeah, I would not be buying either one of these bags new because they're like $6,000, I think now. No, but if you put me around the $2,000 range, I like these bags a lot. There is a bag that I don't feel like going to get right now, and that is my Speedy 30 in Damier Bean. I feel like everybody has seen that bag already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to my little tiny Speedy. This is the Louis Vuitton, is it just called the Mini Speedy? I think it's called the Mini Speedy. I think the newer ones are the Nano Speedies. I got it for about $500. I think I got it from eBay, I'm pretty sure. I bought it a while back. I've had this for probably like 5 years or so. And I like this bag for a similar reason to why I like the Chanel Extra Mini. It's whenever you go to an event that does not allow bags over a certain size, this is the perfect bag. I also get so many compliments on this. This is like probably one of my least expensive bags that I own, and I get like probably the most compliments on it, to be honest. This bag is just so cute and tiny, and a lot of people don't know that it comes in such a small size. So I get stopped by people when I wear this, like, oh my gosh, your Speedy is so cute, it's so tiny. And I love it. I love it so much. And I wear a twilly on the handle sometimes because the handles are like a little bit old. I could get them replaced, but I'm not going to. I just like the little vintage look of the bag. And if I want to throw a twilly on it to make it look a little cleaner, I can do that. Very, very cute. I love it. And then I have my Prada re-edition. This bag, I love it so much. I got this for about $400, I think, on Rebag. And I put it in the washing machine because it was just dirty. Like, that was really all that was wrong with it, was that it was dirty. So I put it in the washing machine. I took this little tag off and I let it air dry, and it came out great. It looks pretty good. I feel like it looks pretty good for a bag that I still only paid $400 for a Prada bag. I don't know, I think it looks pretty nice. But that's the great thing about these nylon bags, is that you can wash them. I just washed it on delicate cold and I hung it up like by the handle and let it air dry. Came out perfect. I love this bag for the summer when I just need to throw stuff into something and take it with me. This bag is perfect for that. And last but not least, I think style-wise, this is probably one of my favorite bags too. This is the Vivienne Westwood Amber bag. It is so cool. I just love it. I just love to have like a little bit of an edgy style sometimes. and this bag just goes perfectly with it. It fits just enough stuff. I can fit my Canon G7X in it if I really try and I don't close it all the way. So you know what? We're gonna say that it passes the G7X test, which for anyone who doesn't know what that means that I like to carry my digital camera with me almost everywhere that I go, and I like to make sure that it fits into the bags that I buy. I'm gonna say that this one passes the test, but barely. It's just so cute. I got it on sale. Like I said, I think it was about $400. I think $430 or $440 that I paid for it. It does have a strap that you can connect, but I've never worn it with a strap because I don't really like to wear crossbody bags all that much. It's just the perfect little clutch, and I just feel so fashionable and so edgy and cool when I wear it. And that is everything from my handbag collection. So how many bags was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 bags. It's funny because sometimes I just don't really count these 3 as like, you know, bags in my collection. These ones are all bags that I got for under $1,000. So I usually say that I have like 6 or 7 bags in my collection, but I really do have 10. So I'll admit, maybe the collection is not that small, but I see people with like 30, 40, 50 bags, and I'm like, oh, that is a big bag collection. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, my name is the same on both. It's Kate Swan. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.